Wine has been around for a good part of human history. It's an expression of time, of respect for the grapes, its fermentation, and aging processes. Wine is then a multi-dimensional beverage that exudes the flavor of the land, the wooden aroma of the barrel, and everything that influences the finished result of this red or white drink. The soil of Mexico's Guadalupe Valley has the ideal features to grow prime grapes, which are then used to make quality wines. Mexico is relatively new in the winemaking world if we compare it to the wine estates in France, Spain, the United States, and Chile. Mexico is still in the first stages of this industry, as most of its production, if not all of it, is consumed within the domestic market. However, this does not mean the quality and flavor achieved from Mexican land is not good enough to be exported. In fact, some of the oldest wineries in Mexico already have been recognized at a worldwide level. Wine production in Mexico began around the time when the Spaniards made their way into the country back in the 16th century. They brought European vines with them in order to produce this sacred beverage. Some of the oldest wineries in Mexico were established in Baja California some 100 years ago. But there are other houses with less years of experience, some of them part of a wave of new wineries, if you may, all with great variety. Today, there are almost 90 wine houses in the Guadalupe Valley. Depending on the size as well as amount of production in a wine estate, the process might vary in certain details. That being said, the vinification process is generally similar regardless of the house. It all starts with the grape gathering, which has to be done at night or very early in the morning. All of this to maintain the grape's temperature and avoid fermentation. Afterward, the grapes are carefully transported. And now, it's time to proceed to separate the grape juice or grape must, which is the result of the pressing of the whole grapes. The next step is the first stage, where time will play its part. The must is transferred to the fermentation tanks for the juice to become wine. This process involves the sugar transforming into alcohol, a process which can be left to be done naturally or with the help of fine yeast. Following is the stage in which the flavors of the grape will marry with that of the wood barrel, of course. Now this aging and maturing process, its definitive aromatic profile. The primary aromas come from the grape variety and the land it grew on. The secondary aromas are a result of the fermentation process, depending on the yeasts, time, and ventilation. The tertiary aroma or bouquet is provided by the aging process, where the wine acquires some flavors from the wooden barrel. Now this is the last stage before the wine gets bottled. After the right time has passed for every wine variety, the wine can then be bottled, labeled, and boxed, ready to be sent out. Every single flavor and aroma is then sealed with the cork that will ensure that when you open your bottle of Mexican wine, all the taste of the Guadalupe Valley reaches your glass, your mouth, and your heart.